umaksyon at this point.
Good morning, Mello. Ang hirap magbigay ng specific dish kasi ang daming mga pagkain na masarap lagyan ng gata. Gulay, of course, andyan yung matik na sitaw kalabasa na may gata. Yan ang pinaka-paborito nating lahat kasi very basic. But recently, nag-experiment, hindi naman experiment, but I play around with my gata dishes kasi gusto ng mga anak namin ng magata na pagkain. So, may ginataang munggo, sinigang na ginataang munggo. Ay, hindi ba narinig yan? Ang sarap. Try mo. Naggata ako ng sayote, na ginisa. Simple lang. Yung mga simpleng basic meals, pag nilagyan mo ng Coco Mama, it makes it more special. So that's why I like experimenting with Coco Mama because hindi siya mahal. Pag gumawa ka ng pagkain, you're on a budget, pero kaya mong pasarapin. So I think I would basically, mahirap pumili ng isa dahil napaka-wide ng range ng Coco Mama.
That's the, kasi ako, gumagamit din ng Coco Mama, pero usually sa gulay. Na-try mo ba siyang gamitin for dessert?
Oh yeah, Maha Blanca. Ay, gusto natin yan. Halo-halo.
Sample daw, sample.
Halo. Ngayon na mismo, may ingredients pa tayo dyan. Halo-halo. Ang nilalagay ko sa halo-halo, imbis na fresh milk minsan or gatas ng kalabaw, gusto ko Coco Mama kasi gusto ko yung pagka-rich and creamy niya and konting-konting sugar na lang yung idadagdag mo kasi hindi rin ako mahilig talaga sa matamis. So, I get that creaminess and richness from Coco Mama.
Okay, Bea, maraming salamat sa tanong. Kasi nabanggit niyo rin ni Noel kanina, napaka-importante ang coconut industry para sa Pilipinas. Tayo ay isa sa mga top exporters and producers ng coconuts globally, either number 2 or number 3, next to India and Indonesia. At the same time, this coconut industry employs up to 3 million Filipino coconut farmers and also supports thousands of manufacturing jobs. However, ito nga, narinig natin ngayong umaga, ang coconut industry ng Pilipinas is facing huge and big challenges. 20% of our trees are sinal at hindi na namumunga. At ito rin nakaka-apekto sa kabuhayan ng ating mga smallholder coconut farmers. So importante na maibsan ang krisis na to at kailangan ay lahat po tayo magtulungan together with the government and also private sectors to come up with sustainable solutions. Ang Coco Mama ay parte ng industriya na to. So naniniwala kami na we should also play our part to be able to help PCA's bigger mission to plant more trees and revive this industry and also make this industry much more sustainable. Well,
I'm from the manufacturing group now, which is Century Pacific Agricultural Ventures. Our operation po is in Jensan. The factory is near the airport. And so far, the tree planting initiatives that we have done is in the area of Soxars, South Cotabato, sometimes Davao, sometimes pinakamalayo Lane? South Cotabato. For one reason po, because we want to buy the produce from the farmers. Kailangan po merong tinatawag na market access. Hindi naman, of Of course, mahirap din yung tanim ng silang tanim, pero walang bibili. We want to make sure na kami yung bibili, may bibili, and that's our factory. And we use it for Coco Mama. And if I may just add to what Brian mentioned, the other benefit aside from helping farmers, of course, pag tinanim natin kanina dyan, they will, with proper care, they will last for mga taga-Philippine Coconut Authority, maybe 40, 50 years. It's a long-term solution, and the other benefit of planting trees, as we all know, is that it sequesters carbon dioxide from the environment. So it helps the environment. I think the effort of the Coco Mama team of Century Pacific is our humble way of parang giving back. It's our humble way of giving back, being appreciative of all the support that the product has gained, you know, from consumers, from our retailers as well. So yun ang parang aming munting pasasalamat po sa mga magsasakang Bagyonyo. So that's the initiative, that's the motivation behind it po.